Alright, so what's up, chads? Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're an OG. Now, today we got a ton of stories out of our hands, right? Like PS5, Xbox, and stuff like that. But in all of this, we also have the news about Activision. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those companies. You might have heard about this company. I'm not really sure, but it's not like that they are getting their schlongs involved. They're trying to, like, take money from people. I mean, that's, like, priority number one, but it's not that. This time, they are the ones getting yanked, and the story is pretty hilarious. I definitely want to take some time to talk about it. We also got Phil Spencer. He recently did an interview with iJustine, and there's another chick he did an interview with. I mean, both of them looking like a snack. I gotta be honest, you know, when I see beauty, I appreciate it. Smash the like button for me to be brave, okay? But here's the thing. He did do that interview, and in that, he confirmed that there will be another Xbox reveal, and insiders are saying that allegedly this time they're really gonna talk about the price. They're gonna tell us when it's coming out. All of this, and same goes for the PS5 as well, because this month we're gonna be having those PS5 reveals, streams, and stuff like that. So I want to be talking about all of that, and we have a bunch of stories, so let's just get right into it. If you're new here, I cover all the big gaming news, so if a chat like you is into that, then subscribe. And our first story is about the Silent Hill. Now, on June 1st, this is what we heard. The rumor Silent Hill Reboot could be part of this week's PS5 event, and let me be real, it did not happen, but the leaks were really true, because now Konami officially put out this tweet by saying that close your eyes, always scary, Silent Hill 2 siren. And simply the sirens are being played in the background, right? So that kind of confirms that Silent Hill is coming. And in fact, they also mentioned Silent Hill in the post, and they also created the Silent Hill official Twitter account. So I guess the time is nigh. And personally, I have never played any Silent Hill game before, but I know there's a huge following of this game. So I guess I don't like watching horror movies or playing horror games, but I like other people. I like watching other people play those games. So this time I might actually stream that. I'm not sure, because like streaming is another thing, right? But Silent Hill Reboot leaks were actually true. Also in the news, we're hearing that Sony San Diego's visual art studio hiring for AAA third-person action adventure game, and there is a job listing that goes along with it. And this is something that we heard for like years now. Like, this is something we first heard back in 2018, and this is the same studio that is allegedly working on Uncharted 5. Personally, I'm down for an Uncharted franchise. Like, I want to see where they can go with it. I know that Uncharted 4 kind of ended the series in a good way, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel some of you guys on that one, but at the end of the day, I'm just starving for another Uncharted. And we already know Uncharted is probably one of the most successful franchise that Sony has. They're also making a movie on it, and let me be real, they're probably gonna make a bunch of sequels for that movie too, where it's gonna start off with the younger Nate, and then they're gonna progress towards the older Nate, right? And I really think that either they're working on the reboot of Uncharted or some sort of continuation, or maybe a new game. And this is what it says. The third-person action-adventure game is in the works at the new Sony studio. Recently, they also got some of the Naughty Dog devs to be there, and I really hope that if it's Uncharted 5, I really hope that they do not kill Nate in the first hour of the game, and 2 hours into the game, they kill my man Sully. I would definitely hate to see that. But this is what they said. Are you a game dev with an appetite for high quality third-person action adventure game? Sony PlayStation Visual Arts Services Group on our San Diego campus provides world-class content development and services to worldwide studios. We offer a full-service production studio with an emphasis in art and animation, as well as pre-visualization, cinematics, character creation, motion capture, software development, and face/body scanning, tracking, and solving. And Sony PlayStation is building a new game development team in partnership with the Visual Arts Service Group, an award-winning full production studio that specializes in animation, motion capture, cinematics, art, and scanning. This is the same extraordinary team known for its contributions to beloved franchises like Uncharted, Death Stranding, God of War, The Last of Us 2. I mean, you know, Last of Us 2 was pretty good, but story-wise, nah. And more. We continue to partner with PlayStation Studios' best minds at Naughty Dog, Guerrilla Games, Santa Monica Studio, Sucker Punch Productions, Ben Studio, Japan Studio, and Insomnia Games, and much more. So really, I think that it's either Uncharted or a new IP, but the new IP is most likely gonna be similar to Uncharted because it's falling in the same genre. I mean, third-person action adventure, that is literally Uncharted right there, right? So either it's gonna be a new game or it's gonna be Uncharted. Personally, I'm fine with either. If it's Uncharted 5, hey, I'm familiar with Uncharted 5, and if it's not Uncharted 5, well, it's gonna be something similar, and a new IP will let them do that. that will give them freedom and they can go wherever they want to. That can be really good or that might be bad, where we have to wait and see. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Activision, right, it's not that they're out there trying to finesse the community or something like that, because this is what we're hearing from Rod Slasher, the same guy who said that I know about DrDisrespect, but I'm not gonna tell you. Yes, the same guy, and he says that an amateur Call of Duty tournament organizer and a lot of dumb players ignored Activision's orders and basic common sense to have a LAN tournament. Apparently gamers weren't satisfied with the Roni situation, and you know about the Roni situation, right? Like make sure you guys are washing your hands on, then smash the like button. I definitely do not want anyone to catch the Roni, okay? Says that the Roni impacting sports and wanted in the esports too, and this is the video footage of the homeboys trying to play, and they're just gaming, right, like without having their masks on, so that's kind of like wild. And apparently Activision were like, hey man, don't do this, but look at these guys, look at these fools, right? Like they're playing games and ignoring Activision order. These are some high IQ moves, okay? I mean, they're doing it for the memes, they're doing it for the community, so you know, cannot go wrong. We're also hearing that Sony still has PlayStation 5 third-party deals to announce, and that is a little bit wild because Imran Khan actually spoke with kind of funny Gamecast, and he was discussing about the upcoming announcements and says that there is more information regarding both the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X hardware and pricing that will likely be revealed in August. And this is his direct quote, and says that from what I've heard, they both have to talk about hardware this month in terms of pricing availability. I've also heard that I don't know if this is gonna be this month or later, but they both do have more software to show, so whether like they do it now or before the launch or even after the launch, they both have things that are gonna be like, oh, I cannot believe they are revealing here. He's talking about both have a lot of surprises, and he also revealed that Sony still has some PlayStation 5 third-party deals to reveal, deals that he is surprised that Sony is holding back. So what surprises, right? And Kratos is literally in the thumbnail, right? And recently Moore's Law is Dead YouTube channel, a very credible guy, that's like the word on the street. I was not familiar with him, but recently I came to know him, right? And a lot of people are saying that he's a credible guy, and he recently said that God of War is gonna get revealed during the next PlayStation event, and that's just a leak as of right now, but I really hope that leak is true, man. I'm a huge fan of God of War, and I really want to get hit in the G spot, man. I want another one of those games. But we're also hearing that Xbox Series X August event is teased by Phil Spencer, and frame rates of backward compatibility games are impressive. I mean, wow. And and he actually spoke with iJustin, and this is what we're hearing. Xbox head Phil Spencer talked about a variety of topics, including backwards compatible games, saying that he is impressed by the frame rates that they are currently seeing from the devs. Spencer also added that he is really excited to talk more about that matter, hinting at another Xbox Series X event that will be held in August. And this article is also talking about the Xbox Lockhart, right? And this is something that I talked about on the channel. Plenty of people talked about it, and we had these leaks for months. So maybe we're gonna see Xbox announce that, but I know that there are some people that like backwards compatibility, that there are other people that do not. But personally, ladies and gentlemen, I am a sucker of backwards compatibility, and you know, this is something that I want to see come to the PlayStation Nation as well. I'm a Sony pony, you know what I mean? Like, I want that thing to be on the Sony pony console. I personally want the PS4 and PS3 backwards compatibility. For PS5, I'm down with like no PS2, but you know, if they do that, that will be an added bonus. But hey, I'm gonna be streaming both of these reveals, so if you're new here, like and subscribe. I'm gonna keep a chat like you in the loops. Click on any of the video on the screen, you're gonna get a kick of dopamine, and I will see you right there. Stead muffin them.